Now, as far as forgiveness is concerned, an insane... The victim cannot hate their insane abuser. So that's where that goes. Like, there is no forgiveness for Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, or Hitler ever. There's no forgiveness. Jesus didn't forgive them. Oh, well, if they would have repented, guess what? If anyone takes time to read their Bible, in Ephesians, God knew you before you were in your mommy's tummy. That is deep. I mean, that says everything. You don't... So that proves that you don't choose Jesus. Right there. You're already God chose you. The chosen one is persecuted to death because they're high quality. It's not like they go out of their way to brag, or they go out of their way to think that they have such a high ego. In fact, they don't have an ego. They don't hate themselves. So the majority of people hate themselves. They sense that in a person who doesn't boast. And all I ever did was beg, and look where that got me. Because I never had anything, and I never had any resources, and that's the whole truth and nothing but the truth. What resources did I have? What resources did my dead husband give me? Nothing. I never had anything. I had children. They had a lot. They were, had a much better situation than me. I'm persecuted to death. I have nothing. And good reason. Never ever given opportunities, never ever given resources. I'm cursed to death. I'm like, if you're hated on, how can you do anything? You can't. Let's just say you're working and you have a really, really shitty boss. How can you do anything around your boss if your boss, continuously hates you? Like the BTW killer? What was that? I remember a little bit. This one woman figured out that her boss was the BTW killer. I don't even know. Why would anyone want to know any details about a killer? Really? BTO killer. And she, how can you do anything? And that's how my insane abusers attacked me. Him screaming at you and being, super angry. I'm not sure how that lady got out of that situation. Okay, oh my God, he could possibly try to find her and kill her just because he's a psycho. And psychos you can't forgive. So my son Alexander one time, just laughed at a person who forgave right away a person that almost killed them and made them blind and worse. But I forgive them. They're brainwashed. It's like you don't hate them. So hating them is wrong, but forgiveness, there is no such thing, Jesus, took away all my, insane abusers wrong. And, what wrong did I ever do but try to survive, and all my insane abusers stopped me? And that's the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So this world is way off with this Jesus thing and forgiving. You just, my atheist boy was correct with, the killer almost killed me, but I'm blind for life now, but I forgive that. What is that? And there's so many fake people. I like my husband's attitude a lot more better than pretending like narcissist, because he's just a total fake Jesus person. Like, I forgive you for what you did. He never. What are you talking about? I never did anything to him. I mean, I tried to defend myself, but the victim can never defend themselves to the victim. I mean, the victim can never, ever, ever forgive their insane abuser. But their insane abuser plays that card. Well, I forgave you. Well, what? There's nothing that the insane abuser has to forgive their victim for. They're the ones that attacked their victim. They're the ones who stole from their victim, taking all their resources from their victim, giving all their victim nervous energy with all their worry. It's all your fault. What are we gonna do? Oh, no. And what? Draining their victim to the point where, the victim can't think. And it is 100% the insane abuser's fault. Because I've been through it over and 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 over again. So I know what I'm talking about. And no, there's no forgiveness. Oh, well, Jesus died for all... No, he didn't. My Jesus died for my insane abuser's wrong. Why even use the word sin? Say wrong. And I had to take out all that hate. Naturally. There's no reason for them to hate me, but they hate themselves. So that's the only reason. So they hate themselves, take off their hating mask to themselves and give it to their victim. Oh, there's somebody vulnerable. Here, I'm taking off my hate mask and I'm giving it to my victim. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. I've been through it. I had a lousy life. I mean, whatever, I had a little bit of fun, but yeah, compared to other people who barely ever had a problem, I suffered. How did I even survive all the lies that were told against me? And it's awful. I had an awful life. Well, I mean, I'm happy I'm alive. I'm happy I survived, but no one should be tortured. But the chosen ones are tortured, and that's in the Bible. So all these fake born-agains, like Joyce Meyer, she was persecuted, of course. Well, so was LaToya Jackson. But look, LaToya Jackson is not a believer. But both Joyce Meyer and LaToya Jackson suffered equally with the abuse that they endured as a childhood. Now, I can't say that, entirely, but from what LaToya said, yeah. Being scared to death of her dad, Joyce Meyer had a different output on life, and she wanted to kill, and not want to kill herself. She wasn't suicidal, she was homicidal. I want to know what LaToya Jackson would have been. Okay. And Joyce Meyer, doesn't come close to, saying the truth about forgiving abusers. She was wrong about her dad. Her dad said, I'm not a believer. Well, he's not. Is Joyce Meyer a believer? She's teaching the wrong prosperity. Prosperity is not in the Bible. Persecution is. A real believer is persecuted to hell. there, but not, to find